for our mittens, we might need some help from a grown-up, or maybe you can do it all by yourself. Let's see. So I'm going to put one hand on my paper. So I'm going to keep my 4 fingers together, and I'm going to have my thumb out. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my marker or pencil, and I'm going to start at the edge of my paper, and I'm going to follow my hand. Now my marker is not going to touch my hand. We're going to leave some space around it. So I'm just going to kind of follow the edge of my hand, and when I get to my fingers, I'm just going to make a big curved line around those because we're trying to make some mittens. Now I'm going to come down to my thumb, but remember we're not touching our fingers, we're leaving space around it. And now I'm going to go around my thumb, so following the shape of my thumb, coming back down to the bottom of my paper. So there's my mitten. Now if you want to do 2, you can, but I'm only going to do 1. Now I'm going to think about all the different lines that I've been learning about and figure out how I can make a cool pattern or design in my mitten. So let's practice some of our lines. So we know that horizontal lines go straight across. So I'm going to add some horizontal lines that go straight across. And I'm going to put a big space in between because these horizontal lines are going to help me divide up my mitten into different sections. So horizontal line, you should know. All right. Now I've also been learning about wavy lines. So I'm going to pick some spots where I'm going to put in some wavy lines. So wavy lines go up and down, and they're really soft looking. So go down, up, down, back up. And I'm going to do another one underneath it so that I can color in that wavy line. It's nice and thick. Maybe I'll even do one above it. Why not? All right, so we have a row now of wavy lines. All right, I'm going to try to do, maybe let's do a zigzag line. So it's like wavy lines and then it goes up and down, but it has pointy edges instead of soft curves. So I'm going to start over here and go down and up, making sure it's nice and sharp and pointy. And I'm going to repeat that a couple of times. Okay, awesome. So we have wavy, zigzag, horizontal. I'm going to do some vertical lines up here. Vertical lines go up and down. So I'm going to just start over here and make a bunch of vertical lines. Okay, so we have wavy, zigzag, vertical, horizontal. Can you guys think of some other ones? I'm going to do spiral. I think my spiral will fit nice right here because it's kind of round like a circle. So when we do spirals, it's like we're drawing a circle, but when we go to finish the circle, instead of finishing it, right, we keep going inside. So I'm not going to connect those. I'm going to keep going and go inside and get smaller and smaller and smaller. And I'm going to draw some more over here. Maybe I will make some that kind of stack together. So maybe let's do one that has like kind of a long tail and comes over here like this. Maybe they are connected. Maybe it looks like wind blowing. Or some kind of fancy tree or something. All right, so spiral. So we have wavy, zigzag, vertical, horizontal, spiral. I'm going to do some diagonal, but I'm going to put them between my vertical. So I'm going to come over here and make some diagonal lines between my vertical. They go on an angle. And maybe if I change the direction, it will look like something else completely. So I'll put in a few for diagonal. Maybe I'll put in a couple more. Can you guys think of any other ones? We have dotted line or a broken line. We also have kind of free form, right, where they're kind of wild and scribbly. So for your last one, if you have one more like I do, you can pick which one you want to put in there. Maybe I'm going to do like a dotted line that kind of just travels in a weird path. It kind of goes loop-de-loop around. That looks like a bunch of sprinkles. Alright, well now what I'm going to do is I'm going to color this. So if you have some crayons or markers, you can get some out and color this, and I'll show you what mine looks like when I'm all done. Well, here's my mitten all colored, and I think I'm going to try to cut it out and maybe glue it to a different piece of paper so it stands out a little bit more. So if you want to try to cut yours out, you can follow along our outside line, or you could ask a grown-up for help too. So I'm going to just turn my paper and follow my line. Remember, our hand that's not cutting can help turn our paper for us, while our scissors just open and close. You don't have to cut yours out if you don't want to. You could color the background. There's mine all cut out. And you might even have two. If you had two, maybe I wouldn't cut it out because there's more space. I have so much empty space. So I'm going to put some glue around the outside edges. As long as the outsides they have glue on them, the insides won't come apart or won't come off. So putting glue on the outside edges. I'm going to flip it over and glue it down. Alright, so you don't have to cut yours out and glue yours down like I did, but if you want to, you sure can. I hope you have fun, and I can't wait to see your mittens.